BWOne here from BWOne, and this is the HTC One. Yes, you have seen this device before, and yes, it did come out earlier this year, which is ancient in smartphone game, but it's the Verizon edition of the HTC One, and it's part of sort of HTC's rebranding that they've been doing, if you've seen those commercials with Robert Downey Jr. So let's do an unboxing and first impressions and see what Verizon has to offer in their version of the HTC One. Took a while to get here, but Verizon's finally carrying the HTC One, making it official HTC devices across all 4 major US carriers. It took a little bit of time to get there, and not in the smoothest ways about going to get there, but at least HTC can say that you do have one device that's available across all carriers, at least all the major ones here in the US. Let's go ahead and start off this unboxing here. It does one of the few things that boxes do these days on smartphones. At least they give you sort of the specs so you have an idea what's in it. You can see it has Beats audio, Verizon 4G LTE, you have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 processor, 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of storage. You do have a 4.7-inch 1080p display, and we'll get into more of that as we go through the phone here, but let's go ahead and slide this off. Take a look what else we have. Oh, there's the HTC logo right there. Let's go ahead and slide that back away. Bring it out to here. So this is the phone here itself. We'll come to that in a second. We'll actually let this boot up, and while it's booting up, go ahead and take a look what we have inside the packaging. Looks like you have your SIM card remover here with HTC branding on it. You're getting the no start guide and all sorts of warranty information that you're probably never going to look at. Looks like you do get some Beats audio headphones. Pretty nice. You do get a micro USB cable for charging and syncing, and the wall adapter to charge with to plug it into the wall, of course. So that's pretty much it for packaging, not too much. Cell phones these days don't come with a whole lot of accessories. They obviously want you to buy those separately. But let's take a look here at the HTC One, the all-metal HTC One, which you hear in most of their commercials. And it is an all-metal design. It does feel really nice and solid in the hand. It's definitely a different take on it from other smartphones, which usually use polycarbonate or some type of plastic or a combination of metal and plastic. This is really pretty much an all-metal phone on here. It does come with a 4.7-inch display that's 1080p. It does have a ultra pixel camera here on the back for processor, Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 processor with that's clocked at 1.17 gigahertz and it's quad core, 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of storage. It does run HTC Sense, and I believe the Android version on here may be 4.2, but we can just take a double check here. Going into the settings, and we can verify that. And let's see, phone software information is Android 4.2.2, which is Jelly Bean, which is what this particular HTC One is based on. Let's see if we can double tap here. No, it's not gonna let us do it. Can't play with the Jelly Beans, it seems. That kind of stinks. Oh well. Go ahead and head back out here. This, like I said, this is running HTC Sense, which is pretty much their interface or overlay they put on top of Android. You have the blink feed here. You have your different desktops and such you can choose from. Looks like you have 3 to start off, but you could probably add more. You can add a panel as you want to. You have your widgets. Let's see, apps. Take a look at some of the apps. Let's actually go to the app drawer here itself. One of the things, we did review the Sprint version of this. One of the things that sort of always kind of confused me a little bit is having that big HTC logo right here in the center where normally a button or something else could be specifically there. So it's always been a little weird to me. Also, let's talk about the speakers here. This does have HTC boom sound. So these are really nice dual stereo speakers that produce some pretty good audio quality. You have a front and facing camera as well too. Take a look here on the side. You have your volume buttons here, micro USB port here at the bottom. You have your 3.5mm headphone jack, and you have I think this is the IR port here because I think you can use this as a remote as well too, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look at some of the pre-installed software. Looks like they've kind of folded things out for you here a little bit. Looks like they put everything made a specific Verizon folder, which is nice, which you don't get with a lot of phones. So if you get that pre-installed software, at least they put it in a specific section. So if you don't ever want to touch it, you don't have to, or if you need something out of there, you know where to go for that specifically branded things. Take a look here, go back. You have your media. Looks like they have pre-installed Slacker, Houdini, you have Play Music and such. You have the camera. Let's see, the camera is probably similar to the same. All right, gives you some direction there. Let's go back. Yep, I think I just went into Google Now by accident. Let's go ahead home there. There we go. All right, it's X out. So that's the camera. Looks pretty similar to before. I don't know if they made any improvements since 4.2. Ultra pixel camera on it, so it's supposed to do some pretty good quality. It's supposed to do pretty decent in low light settings as well too. So this is just a quick look here at the HTC One. As you see, what comes in the box, which is pretty nice package to give you at least some decent headphones to go with it. It's like I said, anytime I pick up the HTC One, I always like picking it up because it does have a really good feel to it. We actually have the Sprint model as well here too, although I think it's not powered up right now, but you can kind of get a look here what the differences are. This is one for Sprint, and you just see Beats Audio on the back of here, and really nothing more. On the Verizon version, you have the Verizon logo for GLT, and then Beats Audio here at the bottom. So a little more carrier branding on this on the Verizon version here, but the look is pretty much exactly the same as you would expect here, as you expect with the HTC One. So this is a quick comparison between that, but we'll put this to the test obviously and give you our review of sort of what the Verizon flavor is of the HTC One. And you want to be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page here, and also connect with us on all our social networks. Follow us on Google Plus, on Twitter, Facebook. The link to all of those is in the description. And always remember to live your tech world in high definition. Thanks for watching.